Netflix has a wide variety of true crime documentaries that are perfect for anyone interested in the genre. From stories about famous serial killers to lesser-known cases, there is something for everyone. The Most Hated Man on the Internet is the latest 3-part true crime documentary streaming on Netflix. In this video, we'll get to know more about who Hunter Moore is and why he is the most hated man on the Internet.
Welcome to Hear This. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Well, to start with, we shall look into his background. Moore was born on March 9, 1986. He is from Sacramento, California. Moore grew up in Woodland, California, where he lives. He attended Woodland Christian School, from which he was expelled. In 2010, Hunter Moore started a website by the name isanyoneUp.com. This is the beginning of his notoriety. This website was called revenge porn, as it allows users to share sexually explicit photos of individuals without their consent, along with their personal information like their name, address, and social media handles, so that users using IsAnyoneUp can track them down. Moore went a step further, revealing pictures and recordings of men and women he had hacked. Moore compared himself to Charles Manson, an American criminal, and referred to himself as a professional life ruiner. At the request of the victims, many of whom claimed that the data had been taken through cyber attacks, or by nefarious ex-partners, Moore apparently refused to take the photos off the website. In a November 2011 interview with The Awl, Moore said,
"People threaten me with lawsuits every day, which is funny since it drives the site. The angry individuals despise my website and want to have it taken down. They send me all of this strange stuff while also creating material for my website, which only serves to increase my popularity."
His claims clearly state why he was called the most hated man on the Internet. According to Moore, the website received 30 million page views per month, and generated between $8,000 and $13,000 in ad income. In response to Moore's outspoken boasting about the website, Rolling Stone and BBC News dubbed Moore the most loathed man on the Internet, and the net's most detested man, respectively. Moore was blocked from Facebook as a result of the website. Throughout the 16 months that the website was online, Moore repeatedly emphasized that he was guarded by the same rules that Facebook was under, which is actually true. When Moore became famous on the Internet with IsAnyoneUp, surprisingly, it was legal. IsAnyoneUp released intimate pictures and videos of more than 40 people, most of whom were women, at the height of its notoriety. In his letter from 2012, Moore effectively acknowledged that the website served as a storehouse for vengeance porn. And according to him, it's weird to imagine that the few posts he and his friends made to avenge a few females who shattered their hearts would result in what they did. According to the University of Virginia law professor Danielle Citron, who speaks to A&E True Crime, the female victims whose pictures were posted on IsAnyoneUp represented a cross-section of regular society. The people who reached out to him at the time were teachers, nurses, and dental hygienists among others, recalls Citron. They would tell him how hopeless and ashamed they felt, and some of them couldn't even return to work. Citron is the vice president of the Cyber Civil Rights Initiative, an organization that has been successful in pushing for laws against revenge porn in 48 states and Washington, D.C. Among Moore's earliest victims was Kayla Laws. According to Charlotte Laws, Laws's mother, the then 24-year-old aspirant actress discovered a topless photo of herself that had never been shared with anybody. Had been placed on IsAnyoneUp in January 2012. Laws was one of the first victims to discuss Moore's intrusive attacks with media publications, such as The New Yorker. Moore received a significant public outcry over the revenge porn website, despite the fact that many of his most abhorrent actions were legal at the time. In addition to becoming the subject of an FBI investigation, he and a hacker friend named Charles Evans faced various legal challenges. An indictment was the result of an FBI investigation. Moore entered a guilty plea in 2015 to counts of encouraging hacking and aggravated identity theft. Before receiving supervised release and a $500,000 fine, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Moore's case sparked efforts that resulted in tougher laws against revenge porn. What's happening to Moore now? Except for his Twitter account, which indicates that he currently resides in Miami, Florida, Moore has maintained a low profile after being released from prison in September 2017. He will occasionally remind his supporters of his notoriety. He tweeted on July 1, 2022, "I really want to make Twitter fun again, but the culture revolution thing and people are much too sensitive now." 3 days later he tweeted, "Is anyone up?" In the Moore Focus documentary, The Most Hated Man on the Internet, he initially agreed to participate in the series before declining. On Netflix's list of the top 10, the show came in third. So, this was all about this documentary about the most hated man on the internet. Those interested in true crime series based on facts and that are being narrated through the eyes of the victims, their paths of vindication and healing, will definitely enjoy this documentary. See you in our next video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we have a new video. Thank you so much for watching.